Hello, welcome to my video on why I love this community. Loki Goblin, I put a link below, made a video and he suggests that we should all do a video on why we love this community. I love this community for its diversity, for sure. That's the broadest term I can use because it's a great cross-section of many things. It has a huge range of age group from the teenagers to the people in their 60s, and it's great to see the younger people in the hobby, because for this hobby to go for decades in the future, it's more about the teenagers and the 20-something that is recently getting into the hobby and getting excited about comic books. It's not about me. It's not about people like me that's gonna carry this hobby for the next 30, 40, 50 years. It's not me. So in many ways I enjoy the communities because it gives me hopes for the hobby. When I see young collectors like Incredible CJ, Dark Knight, Running with Comics, District 12, Mercenaut, Hero Hunter, when I see the younger, I'm guessing that they're in their early 20s to late 20s. When I see those kind of young collectors getting excited about comic books, getting excited about reading the comic books, it gave me a lot of hopes for the future of the hobby, and then it made me very happy to see that they, like most collectors, start out buying stuff off the rack. Slowly they migrate to buy some older issue, and it pleased me to no end to see videos that they found and discover and read and enjoy books like the Dark Phoenix saga. It's or God Love Man Kill. Things that was fantastic and great for me back in the 80s are now discovered, read, and enjoyed by the millennium. So that's a great thing to see with this hobby, with this community, is that you can see all of that. And the best thing about the community is it allows people of all kinds, all races, to connect on the internet. I certainly don't have that many close friends in my little city that share the same kind of like-minded view of the hobby, that we can sit around and talk about comic books the way I can with YouTube. And there's something for everyone on YouTube. Okay, it's not. One of the things that I always advise people is that you can't be loved, liked, or respected by all. It's an impossible task for all of us to be popular and to be liked by everyone. So one of the things that is good about this community is allow people to connect with like-minded people. I don't subscribe to everyone on YCC. Number one reason: who has the time? Who has the time to watch 50 videos per day? I don't. I watch a lot of videos from people that I don't subscribe to. I don't like a lot about the way Google handle YouTube, but I appreciate the way they recommend videos on my screen. So a lot of time, when I log onto YouTube, I see a lot of recommendation, and for the most part, that's how I stumble across many videos of many people. I still subscribe to a lot of people, but I tend to subscribe to the newer, younger members, just so that I see something different. It's good to see a fresh take of something from people that is not in my generation. but I'm a big fan of the bargain hunters, so I love to watch videos of people like Mercenard, Hero Hunter, Scott X107, um, Clouded Journey, District 12. I do watch a lot of the new reviews. I don't make much comments because I don't buy many books new, so I have very little to say. But I did buy two new titles this month off the rack. That's the first time in decades. So I will I might make videos on those two titles later after I read them all. But it's a fun place. My best recommendation for people that are on the fence about joining the community is a don't worry about being repetitive. By that I mean that if you see somebody making a video about something, don't be shy to make your own video about that similar topic because it's your own take. Okay, like for me, I love to talk about artists, so I make videos about my favorite artists all the time. And it never dawned on me to watch other people videos on John Byrne and say, gee, he already talked about John Byrne, so maybe I shouldn't talk about John Byrne. So what? Do a video on any given topic on your view, okay? Because ultimately that's what it is all about. It's your take, your view, your opinions, your liking, your love, your passion about this hobby. And that's what great about YouTube. You can share that with all of us. I can share mine with many of you, and I'm grateful that a lot of people like to listen to my yapping, babbling. But don't be shy, okay, to jump in and speak your mind because it's okay to be different. It's okay to like different things. And it's okay to get a few thumbs down. It's the unpleasant part of the community. It's an unpleasant part of the new world that we live in. I mean, one of the biggest cons of the new world, by that I mean things like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. The virtual world is very different from the real community that we live in. In the real world, if you don't like somebody, you certainly won't walk up to their front door, knock on the door, and tell them that they suck or you hate them or whatever, right? But in the virtual world, that kind of behavior exists. There's no filter, there's no social filter to prevent someone to give you a thumbs down or to leave a nasty comments, and those are unpleasant things. I approach it with my way. My way is to ignore those kind of instigation. My way is, I apply the same things I learned as a child. And if I have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. So if I watch a video that I don't like or I don't agree with, I kind of just click on and move on to something else. There's no need for me to give a thumbs down or to leave a nasty comment. But that's just me. Every one of us handle things differently, and I just giving you my take on how to avoid the negativity of the community, and that's it. I mean, it's I can't say enough about how fun it is to be in the YCC, and that's my video. Thanks for watching.